So, what do you think? Me? You, the old lady, a little sandwich action?
What do you mean?
Yeah, come on. You're a piece of white bread, she's a piece of white bread on the salami. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, well, she's not eating sandwiches. She's on a diet right now.
All right, well, think about it.
Yo, the jam was fly. Oh my, now it's over. My batch of pals cut so Tajay must catch a taxi cab.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to What the Hell Happened to Them? Adam Sandler's saga continues on today's episode with the 1995 cinema oeuvre Bulletproof, I believe it's called.
That's way too fancy for
What?
this movie. That's way too fancy.
So I, of course, am Patrick Scale, joined by Joe Vekeman. Joe Vekeman, and of course, Lev Van Rensselaer, running the audio boards as always. Thanks for helping us out. And today's episode is brought to you by Polly Pockets. I know you thought they were gone, but they've come back.
They're back.
If you love Mighty Max, you probably won't like Polly Pockets.
Mighty Max.
All right, Joe, could you give us a brief summary of Bulletproof?
Ooh. Damon Wayans is a undercover cop, and Adam Sandler is a criminal. He's a criminal, and James Caan is not his dad, but they could totally be father and son for like how this plot like rolls out, right? No,
That was James Caan?
that was James Caan. And just a really funny thing right now.
Yeah.
He at the end, I'm jumping around, but like
Yeah.
no, he at the end, like he's going to fight like Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans because like they're gonna fight because obviously.
You're gonna fight, yeah.
But he has a little hairpiece that he just takes off and then he throws it on the desk, and I'm like, your hairpiece is bullshit. You did not need to even take that off. It was not going to change anything. You need to put it on because it's like on the top of his head, but it's just like a little tiny piece. It just bugged me. All right, so yeah, Adam Sandler's a criminal, and Damon Wayans is an undercover cop, and Adam Sandler has no idea. And then they go to do like a drug deal, and he's trying to like pull it, like he's trying to. Damon Wayans is like, I'm gonna get
Joe, get us out of the first 20 minutes, all right? Can we go?
No.
We're getting mired here.
Well, but the thing is, they're not bulletproof.
All right, yeah. That is true. He
gets shot in like the first 15 minutes of this movie in the head. Damon Wayans gets shot in the head by Adam Sandler. He's not bulletproof. Because he got shot. If this movie
But he lived. He got shot in the head and he
Bulleted.
lived, Joe.
It should have been called He Got
Metal
Bulleted.
plate.
They instead of He Got Game, He Got Bulleted.
He got bulleted.
I think this came out around the same time as Denzel Washington He Got Game.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. What year is this?
96. This is
Happy Gilmore territory.
well, this is September. This is a whole another ball
Yeah,
game.
but they're being made close to the same time.
Yeah.
So he was doing. I guess he wasn't that big of a star yet, so he was taking any.
All right,
role.
you want me to sum up this plot? This
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
is terrible.
That's. Oh, yeah, here's like the log line, which is a hard one to pull together for this movie.
Should I look up the actual log
Yeah,
line?
look up the actual line. I'll see what I can come up with.
Let's see how close you get to this.
An undercover cop and a con have their friendship tested while on the run from a major drug dealer.
Is that the log line?
That's my best guess at one.
I don't know if there's a log line for that. I mean, hold on.
There's got to be a log line. They have those things on IMDb.
Where's the poster? Oh, here we go.
That's the log line's not on the poster. It's a tagline.
Oh, well, the tagline's better.
What's the tagline?
Their friendship could service anything
Yeah.
except each other.
Oh God! Why would you write that?
Wait, that sounds like they're both.
That's exactly
giving
what
each
that
other
sounds
off.
like. That's exactly what that sounds like. And don't worry out there at home. They make those jokes. This is the mid '90s slight homophobia happening here.
I just don't like some. There's like user reviews that say way underrated. No, it's not. This movie deserves to be.
I think it's accurately rated. Listen, so Joe, you sent me, well, with the exception of like 4 movies, I haven't seen most Adam Sandler movies, and I know even less of them.
Did you know this one existed?
No, I'd never heard of this one before until you said, Pat, you should watch this, and then 2 days later I watched it. But when I Yeah, it was on Netflix, and I make sure very much not to read anything.
Well, I didn't say you should watch this. I said this is the next movie.
Yeah,
you have to
exactly.
watch.
So you have to watch. I have to watch this. So,
I just have a quick story about this movie because I had never seen this movie until now either.
Okay.
Because when I was like 8 years old, I watched Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And then my mother took me to Walmart where I got those two movies, and I saw another Adam Sandler movie on VHS. That's how long ago this was.
Yeah. We're old now.
Yes, we're very old.
I hear you.
And I was like, oh my gosh, an Adam Sandler movie. I love Adam Sandler. And I might have seen The Wedding Singer too, but that might have been just really recent. I went to go put this, so I made her buy me the movie.
Yeah.
It was probably like $15. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I put the movie in at around 8 o'clock that night, and I started watching it, and then my mom hears from the other room Adam Sandler say the C word.
In Bulletproof.
In Bulletproof.
I don't remember that.
It doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
So I never got to watch the rest of this movie because she took it out and she threw it in the trash.
Yeah. Because
she's like, I don't want you watching this garbage. And I was so upset because I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
And so since before I watched this movie, what are you doing?
I'm trying to look up the log line.
Oh. Here, type it in.
Go on.
So since before I watched this movie, and I went back and rewound that scene because it's in the bar. It's in the bar scene, in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
That she made me take it out and throw it away.
Did you throw it away?
She made me throw it away. This is the only time she acted like a parent, by the way.
Yeah.
And I was so sad. And since then, I always thought that this movie was the forbidden movie that I could never watch. And I just never had the urge to watch it because I was like, well, maybe it was just embedded in my head that it was no, a forbidden movie to watch.
A forbidden movie.
A forbidden movie. So I was kind of excited to watch this one. My mood changed after I found out that he doesn't say the C word in that bar scene. And
hey, this movie got nominated for a Razzie Award.
Of course it did.
Oh, wait. It wasn't this movie.
What movie?
It was Adam Sandler and Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah.
But it's underneath the Bulletproof Awards section.
Yeah.
So we go on.
Well, that's kind of the end of the story.
Go on.
Well, I watched it, and I was very upset that I didn't hear him say the C word. I don't.
I wish he had said the C word more. I wish it were blatant.
Yeah, no, but he does use he curses a storm up in this movie.
Yeah,
and I don't know. Maybe that's what she heard, but either way,
there was some cursing. Yeah,
there was a lot.
They're trying to be tough guys.
Yeah, he was trying to do the tough guy, but he's kind of like a scaredy cat. I don't know. But yeah.
So you had a tough time getting through this movie. You kept falling asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep 3 times in the first 21 minutes of this movie. And then I was like, well, no, I'm going to watch it from the beginning and watch to the end. And on the 4th time, I finally made it through. And it was a bummer.
It's not on there.
Yeah.
I think it usually is on there. They have a log line on the IMDb page.
Oh, but I want to ask you, what did you think of Adam Sandler's awkward acting in the car scene, right at the beginning when he's they're trying to avoid cars and he's like,
Yeah, I blame
bad directing. Ernest Dickerson.
Not even directing. It's not a directing choice. That's bad writing in my mind. And Marlon Wayans was very.
It's Damon Wayans. Excuse you. Marlon Wayans.
Damon Wayans
takes offense.
Was surprisingly bad in this movie.
Surprisingly?
No, because I remember he had that show on in the early 2000s.
What show?
I don't remember the name of the show. It was on ABC.
Did you know that his son is Damon Wayans Jr., who plays Coach on New Girl?
Yeah, I did know that.
I thought they were brothers. I didn't know there was that much of an age difference. And
no, he's old. He's old.
I didn't, and I also then I got confused because I was like, well, wait, is his name Damon Wayans? Because I was like, it would be weird if they were brothers and he was the junior.
It would be weird.
No, so I was very confused.
The show I think was My Wife and Kids. It was a very generic name.
Oh my god, I totally remember that.
Yeah, and I kind of liked that show. I kind of liked it. I watched it. There was one particularly funny episode where they tried to put on a play, but that's a different story. And he held up his own in there. And maybe I go back and I look now that I'm not, 12 years old anymore. I think, ugh. But this movie, it was how did it, Adam Sandler? I didn't notice any bad things from Adam Sandler per se.
Well, after that,
I felt like he could hold his own in that movie. But Damon Wayans.
Because
Damon Wayans, I don't even know if it was Damon Wayans' fault. It was either some bad lines that he was fed, or maybe he didn't want to do this movie, and he did this movie.
No one seemed like they wanted to do this movie because of the music that they keep replaying, like that weird, like... Do you know what song like that song that's just like... It's such a 90s jam that would probably come on, like... It would probably be like already on the keyboard.
This movie was so 90s.
Like...
So 90s.
Man.
Hardcore 90s. And yeah, just every song you're like, oh, I remember being 6 years old in the summer. Yep, this is all coming back.
I remember being 6 years old in the
summer. I remember all of these beats forever.
Yeah, no, I didn't like this movie.
So that being said, Joe, you would told me right before I watched this twice. You had 2 of your attempts at trying to watch this movie and falling asleep, and then I watched it. I didn't mind it all that much.
I knew you were going to say that.
I didn't mind it all that much.
I knew you were
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Because I didn't read anything beforehand and just kind of went into this movie. I was expecting some sort of Adam Sandler comedy.
Oh.
And even in the first 5 minutes, it feels like a comedy because every time they're beating someone up, they're making goofy faces.
Oh,
like one guy gets kicked in the balls and he does the classic, like childish, and his eyes like go cross.
Yeah.
Like you see that in like a movie made for 6-year-olds. So like, oh, okay, this is just like a dumb comedy action thing. But then it very quickly doesn't do that anymore. And then it's like, what's happening here?
Yeah, it turns into like this weird romance between the with Damon Wayans and is she a doctor? I don't even know.
Yeah, so let me walk you through my watching of this movie. They're buddies. They're doing this drug stuff. They're doing this drug stuff, right?
But when he said when like they pull up to the cop, they're running away from the cops, and they pull over, and then the cop comes over to talk to him, and he's like, I don't want to even do the impression. He's like, my friend. He's like, he wants to go to Disneyland.
The mentally handicapped. Yeah, he's mentally handicapped.
He's like, just tell him where you want to go. He's like, Disneyland. I
classic
cringe.
So
I cringe.
Yeah, but that's
so
our exposition,
much.
right? That's essentially our teaser, so we know how badass, I put in air quotes, these guys are, and we can get behind them. So then Sandler goes, I have a big gig, I have a big job coming up, I think we're gonna do it. And you think, okay, this is gonna be like a big, like Ocean's 11 typey thing. They're gonna have to pull off like a big.
You just compared Bulletproof to Ocean's 11.
I thought they were gonna pull off like a big heist. That was gonna be the name of the movie. Or maybe they would do this drug deal's guy's money and then steal his drug deals. That's what I'm thinking. And then all of a sudden he gets taken in by the cops, and you're thinking, oh, is this guy an undercover cop? And then sure enough, that's what he is. So
you were just figuring out the beats right before
I knew it was happening. And then you're like, okay, maybe this is a movie where like he's an undercover and he's spying on Adam Sandler, and he's going to have to choose between the badge and the force. Ultimately, it does become that, but I thought that was good. But that's not really what the movie's about.
No.
So I thought that's what it was going to be, and then it was going to be like he was just going to have to like have this secret for the majority of the movie for Adam Sandler. And then 5 minutes later, Adam Sandler knows his secret.
And he shoots him in the head.
By accidentally.
Yeah, something hits him.
You see this crane moving around, you're like, oh, that's going to hurt someone, I bet, or we wouldn't keep looking at this.
Yeah.
And is it going to knock somebody off? And sure enough, it hits Adam Sandler, which causes a gun to go off. Adam Sandler has that funny moment where he's like trying to hold the dog hostage.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'll shoot this dog in the fucking
Damon's
head.
like, you're not going to shoot dog. He's like, oh, damn, I hate that. I love animals. Get the hell out of here, dog. And then he actually shoots Damon Wayans in the head. And I'm thinking, what movie is this going to be now? Is he going to come back as like a ghost cop?
Oh my God.
Or is he going to have an out-of-body experience?
I wish he came back as a ghost cop.
Like, is this going to be a ghost cop movie? Or is Adam Sandler going to be the main character now? And like he's going to live with this guilt, and maybe Ghost Damon Wayans is going to follow him and guilt him, like in The Prophet. Like I'm really trying to figure out what this is, and then I'm like, how are they going to bring him back? And here's how they bring Damon Wayans back to life. They just do.
Yeah.
They throw in a line saying, oh, a millimeter to the left or the right, and he'd be dead. And he's alive. So
they used that a lot, though.
And then Adam Sandler has to run from the drug dealers because the drug dealers want to kill him.
Oh.
So then, go on.
And my favorite quote of this movie keeps popping up. If he's a cop, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, right. And then James Caan tried to make him do good on that promise.
He said if he was a cop, you'll suck my dick? And he's like, I didn't say that.
Yeah, and then they put like a gun in his mouth for the phallic symbol. But then the dog comes back and saves Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
and Adam Sandler then kicks like another guy in the balls, and he makes the same stupid face. I don't know what tone this movie's trying to set
also,
yet.
The dog pops up a lot in this movie.
The dog even shows up at the end. The dog's like a key player.
Yeah.
So then you have this scene where he's getting better in the hospital with his physical therapist, and you think, okay, this is good. We're gonna see like him getting.
Is the
She
worst.
looks like Marion Cotillard, right? And then I thought, is this just a really young Marion Cotillard? Can you look up who that girl is?
It's like...
So
I can't believe you just...
That's what she kind of looks like, though,
so
right?
beautiful, and you just...
That's what she looks like!
I don't think this girl is
right, it's
attractive at all.
It's not like a clean-looking Marion Cotillard, but that's what it looks like.
Clean?
Like, she looked kind of greasy in this movie. Okay, so then Damon Wayans is going through physical therapy, and you think, okay, we're going to have like this physical therapy thing, and maybe he's going to get back on the force, or he's going to have a hard time getting back out there because he had to betray his friend, and he got shot in the head, maybe he's afraid. And then they...
Kristen Wilson.
What was she been in?
Dr. Doolittle's.
Oh my God.
Walking Tall with The Rock.
Oh my God.
Also,
Christopher Walken's in that movie.
No, you're thinking of The Rundown. The Walking Tall, I saw that movie and I was like, oh, this is a good movie.
Yeah. That seems like a bad decision.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how short that movie is, like 71 minutes long.
Oh my God.
I didn't know.
You paid to see that?
I paid to see that movie.
Nobody should have to pay. The movie theater should apologize every time you buy a ticket.
71
minutes.
And that's with credits at the end.
Oh, God.
That movie is so short.
What happens in that movie?
But I don't know, because I've only seen it once.
Yeah.
But it felt like the longest movie in the world for 71 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the longest 71 minutes I've ever experienced.
All right, so he's going through this extended training. And all of a sudden, not only is he perfectly healthy and ready for duty, but now he's dating the girl. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, no.
With this 90s summer beats going on behind it.
What is that? It's
classic. Classic. So then now I don't know what the movie is. And then it looks like he's going to have to work with Adam Sandler to take down the bigger drug dealer because he's going to testify. So you think, okay, this is going to be like an uneasy partnership there. And then it's not even that. Then drug dealers come out to shoot them. They shoot 12 people.
On the runway?
On the runway. Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans escape on a plane.
Yeah, and Adam Sandler's like, oh, I've got 1,000 hours of flight school.
Pilot gets shot. Adam Sandler flies a plane.
That's when I'm like, what am I watching right now?
And now I'm confused again what's going on in this movie.
And he kind of lands it like Denzel Washington in Flight.
Yes! I think Flight ripped a lot off from this movie.
Isn't that based on a true story?
Yeah, okay, whatever. So I think that guy ripped off his life from Bulletproof. He's like, I'm going to...
I just want to really go back. Hold on, really quick. You were mentioning how you didn't know the tone when he kept kicking the balls. There's the line in... leading up to that part was, so why don't you step the fuck back before I bitch slap your fucking hiney? And he really
it was trying to be really tough here, but they're all bad at it. They're using terrible dialogue. No, it's good there. And then immediately Damon Wayans, who was so nice to Adam Sandler, he's like, if I'm bringing him in, I'm going to do it. I think I can get him to change his ways. I'm his good friend. All of a sudden now he hates Adam Sandler with a passion. So here's the problem with this movie, Joe. And usually when I say a movie has when I say a movie has too much exposition, that usually means people are talking too much and they're giving away too much plot. When I say this movie has too much exposition, it means there's too much happening in the first act. We have a whole mini movie, which is a prequel movie.
In the first 20 minutes.
The first act of this movie is a prequel, and then the movie begins.
Maybe that's what... And also, this movie's actually really short. It's an hour and 24 minutes.
It's essentially an hour and a half. But 20 minutes of this movie is essentially backstory. 20 minutes of this movie is backstory. You start this movie too late.
I keep falling asleep because I'm like, well, I'm exhausted. This movie is just so long.
These are tidbits that should be coming out while they're on the run, not seeing this whole progression. That's why the
Adam Sandler didn't write this movie?
Of course he did. That's why the recovery scene feels so weird and him getting the girlfriend feels so weird, which is a total plot device. That's why. So then they have the girl, and oh, why is this girl here? Why would they even bother with that? And then he has that line, I think I'm going to marry this one. Why would he randomly say that to this guy that he hates?
Yes.
Okay, they're setting it up. One of two things is going to happen.
Oh, you already called this
One of two things is going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to have to rescue her, which they do, or she's the one who's giving the information to the drug dealer, which she is! It's both of them! It's both of them.
This movie has more twists than an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
It kept trying to outsmart us. Here's what it tries to... Because he tells two people where he is in the secret location where the bad guys eventually find him. He tells his police chief, who's talking to his other guy, and the guy's like, oh, it must be that other guy. When you know it's probably the police chief. And then he talks to the girlfriend. And that's so demurred and unexciting. You're like, oh, that has to be it. They're clearly setting it up. And you don't... Then you think it is the police chief. Adam said that's like the big twist. Oh, Adam Sandler remembers the police chief's name. Oh, it must be that guy. But then Adam Sandler realizes he remembered the wrong name, and the police chief probably is on the up and up.
Yeah.
And now Damon Wayans can't go back to his career at the end?
Yeah, well, whatever.
So it takes you about 40 minutes to figure out what this movie is, which I think is too long. And then when they do that chase scene,
this movie is one of his shorter movies.
when they do that chase scene in the bayou, you think, okay, now we're probably halfway through the second act. No, you're at the end of the second act.
I don't remember that.
Right? They remember them in the truck and they're running through, and the guy from the hotel.
Oh my God!
Like, is driving them around. This extreme weirdo comes in at the 11th hour to save him.
They were like very homophobic, and it was bumming me out.
But so that scene should have happened So if this movie loses the 20-minute prequel, that moment happens at the right moment. The problem is you have to fill in 20 minutes afterwards, and they didn't want to do that. So this movie's about them. So you think this movie's about them trying to get home, but they only do that for about 20 minutes, and then they're home.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, let's keep going, and then they do.
Yep.
The end.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, hold on.
So I don't know. This movie doesn't know what this movie is. This movie needs to figure that out really quickly. And then it even ends with a ridiculous amount of absurdist comedy where Adam Sandler becomes like a matador.
Yeah, I'm also gonna give you some information in a little bit that's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that I did get a genuine laugh out of this movie. Like, I laughed.
You did? What'd you laugh at?
I hope you don't judge me for laughing.
I might now.
When Adam Sandler's in the shower,
yeah,
and he's like,
when he's singing that song,
soapy, he's singing the Whitney Houston song.
Yeah, he makes the Bodyguard reference, which is what that song's from.
Oh,
remember that movie?
No, but he's a good singer.
He sings songs, right? He sings
that's
that Thanksgiving song and the Hanukkah song.
The Hanukkah song is more like
the Lunch Lady song. That was another.
Chris Farley would play the Lunch Lady.
That was another SNL thing I remembered after we had that last conversation. I haven't remembered much other than that, but I remember that one. I remember him singing songs on that show sometimes.
Sloppy Joe,
Sloppy Joe.
When he sang that, it made me really laugh.
Yeah, that wasn't funny. But with the Bodyguard reference, I thought was kind of funny.
I didn't get that reference.
Okay, well, I thought you were a cultured movie person. Like, you're the movie guy in this group. Of the two of us, you're the movie guy, and I'm the TV guy.
Oh, what? No, you like movies.
I like movies, but you watch way more movies than I do.
I have
watched more movies than I have.
I say I watch movies. I buy movies and then never watch them.
Okay, it just feels like you know more movies than I do.
Which is the dumbest thing I've ever said, and it's true. But no, I try to get to them. I just buy too many at the same time. That's my problem.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I pretty much buy it with the intention of watching it. It's relatively soon. But that's why I love Netflix now. Like, I'm looking at the Netflix DVD right now. I don't have to buy Armored Core, but I can just watch it. I'm very excited.
Wait, Bulletproof?
No, Armored Core. I'm pointing that DVD on my console there. You see that?
Oh.
You didn't think they still made Netflix DVDs? But they do. They do.
Wait, do you do the streaming thing too, or?
I do streaming as well.
Oh, so you pay for the big package.
I pay $15 a month for unlimited, which my household of 7 can all enjoy.
Oh, we're getting into this now. Okay, so do you have anything more to say before I go into the box office?
No, let's do the box office receipts. My rants on this movie are done. I just wish, I don't know.
You wish it was better?
I'm kind of glad I went in not knowing what it was, because if I'd known it was going to be like this weird buddy action movie, I would have been like...
This is his first action movie, and like, I think so far, until Pixels comes out, it's like his only action movie.
Pixels count as an action movie?
Oh yeah, no, that's an action movie.
It feels like they're trying to market it as a Sandler comedy.
There were some jokes. That's an action movie. They've got guns and they're fighting aliens.
I guess we'll find out when we do the live podcast. I guess we'll do that.
Yeah,
but the
nice tease on the we're doing a live podcast.
Live
of
podcast
Pixels.
during the movie.
Yeah,
we'll be in a theater with mics on watching this movie.
Yes, it's going to be fantastic.
All right,
we're going to give a live experience.
Give me the box. All of our stats are brought to you by boxofficemojo.com. They're pretty great. I've used them a lot to write a lot of research papers.
Okay, so this movie came out the weekend of September 6th, 1996.
Yep.
Here's something that's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
This movie was number 1 that weekend.
Yeah?
With $6 million.
$6 million in September? I guess that was that Labor Day weekend?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Right? You said December 6th?
Yeah, is it?
I would think that'd be Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess people are away, maybe. I don't know. Is that a big weekend? I watch movies all the time, so I'm a bad judge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You broke it.
No, I didn't break it.
You broke Box Office Mojo.
No, I didn't break it.
People are going to be sad, Joe.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Stop laughing. Just say
Sorry,
things.
no. But yeah, the budget was $25 million.
Oh, that's not so good.
It only grossed $21 million. This was a bomb.
So it opens up to $6 million, and then over the course of its run around the world, it only makes an additional, what is that, $15 million?
Yep.
So everybody saw that movie, $6 million worth of people saw that movie
away.
and then said,
Yeah.
did you like Billy Madison? Yeah. Well,
Did you like Happy Gilmore?
This is nothing like
Happy
that.
Gilmore came out earlier this year. You see that? Yeah, it was a great movie.
That's why I think it got that much money to begin with.
Yep.
Oh, Adam Sandler, this is gonna be hilarious, and maybe that's what they showed. We should have looked for a trailer for this.
Yeah.
And see like how they marketed it, because I would love to see them market it as a comedy.
Yeah.
Like they do all like the homophobic jokes and stuff like that, and that'd be it.
Oh man.
Like their talk at the beginning of the movie at the bar.
But yeah, so also in the box office that weekend was Tin Cup.
What the hell is Tin Cup?
That is funny that came out after Happy Gilmore because that's a golf movie with Kevin Costner.
Is it a funny golf movie or just a golf movie?
I think it's just a golf movie.
Yeah, whatever then.
First,
of Bagger Vance.
First Kid.
I remember it was Sinbad.
Your Sinbad plays like the White House like bodyguard for.
Sinbad did like 3 movies, like all right in a row, and they were all terrible, and we never saw from him again. Thank God. Star Search. That was Star Search nonsense. Although we got Ray Romano from Star Search, and I kind of like Ray Romano.
Oh my God, yeah. Just crazy movies coming out. Jack, the Robin Williams movie.
Oh, that's a Coppola movie.
Yep.
Strangely enough.
And then still in the box office in September.
Yeah.
Independence Day. Still making...
That could be, though, remember when...
That was a top grossing movie.
No, but remember when, like, that Avengers movie came out, like, in a Memorial Day, and then they put it back in on Labor Day?
Yeah.
This could be, like, one of those things.
Okay.
This movie made so much money, do you want to see it again and have it make more money? Yeah, I'll give it more money. All right, come on and see it this Labor Day.
Just one more. Number 8 was The Island of Dr. Moreau. Have you heard about this movie? It's a remake of a remake.
Listen to something on this, didn't you?
Val Kilmer with Marlon Brando.
With Marlon Brando, right.
Yes.
That opens at number 8, or that was already out and it was just
it opened at number 8.
It opened at number 8? How much movie did that make at number 8? If number 1 is $6 million...
$2 million.
$2 million.
I think that's when it opened.
That is abysmal.
Correct me, I'm sorry if it isn't.
Like, that was a big budget one, too.
Yeah. This is that weekend. I don't know if I can't see if it's... but that's sad. Anyways, yeah, so that's our box office segment.
I like Marlon Brando. I think he's really good.
He really gave up.
He very much gave up. Well, that's the thing. Like,
Maybe?
It's not that he gave up, he just picked... I don't know, he kept being difficult to work with. Nobody wanted to work with him, and you would only do it if you needed your movie to make money. But he...
Is that our next one?
Maybe.
Because I haven't seen a lot of his movies.
He was just so natural. Like, it was like, remember when I was ranting about Jurassic World and how natural Vincent D'Onofrio is?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Marlon Brando has that, but like 10 times more. Like, he's like butter on screen,
I just love how you just compared Marlon Brando to Vincent D'Onofrio.
I said it was 10 times better than Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm just saying. So it's always a pleasure to watch it because he's just melting into the role. It's awesome. It's great. Even on these shitty movies, like, he's making it up as he goes. But anyway, so that's my Marlon Brando. We don't need to talk about it. So Adam Sandler in this feels like, to trace the arc of Adam Sandler, a movie that was, it might have even been... Like,
this is a step backwards for me.
Like, but it doesn't really count as a step backwards because it's more of a concurrent step. Like, essentially he does Billy Madison. He does this really low-budget, borderline indie movie where he gets to play a fun version of himself. He writes it himself. But he still wants to make money, and he gets this offer at the same time as he's trying to work on Happy Gilmore to do this Bulletproof movie. Yeah. And he goes, all right, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take a couple million for this movie. Just because he doesn't know he's not a big star yet, you know? Even Happy Gilmore doesn't make him a star.
Well, just teasing out the fact, I feel like he learned something from this movie. Yeah. To not do any more action movies with Damon Wayans, at least.
He was like, he might have learned, I only want to do my movies now. Like, that's all I want to do. I want to do funny movies. I want to play funny guys. I want to be less heavy. I want to just goof around.
He's going to start dabbling in romantic comedies. Which is, for our next episode, is The Wedding Singer.
No, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, no, I'm just...
Right. Yeah, you're right. Then that'll be the beginning of a new thread we can pull on him. So it just feels like this was the decision he made before he knew what he wanted to do. Maybe you're right. Maybe this does inform his post-Happy Gilmore career, because he has fun doing Billy Madison. He gets to hang out with his friends. He has fun doing Happy Gilmore. He gets to hang around with his friends. And yeah, then maybe he didn't get along with the guys on the set. Maybe felt a lot more work to him and not a lot of payoff. It's kind of like a role for him, or at the very least, he turned it into a role for him.
Yeah.
Like when he's trying to watch the pornography and stuff like that. Like he's kind of bringing that voice. He's singing in the shower, like you said.
That was such a great scene. That was like the only payoff for this movie.
He does some yelling a lot too. He does a lot of that. It was
90% yelling.
There's just no real joke for him to make that yelling hilarious. So yeah, I guess he just that might be what happened with him. I think he was just a step that would have been great had Big Daddy and Wedding Singer never come out. Because then at least he's
Can you imagine if he only did action movies after?
Right?
Can you imagine if the movie was a hit?
Yeah.
And then he just went on to...
Well, that's the thing. Then he'd become like a Chris Tucker type guy, so we'd do a few
Rush
of them,
Hours.
and then we'd never see him again. Oh. That could have been what happened to him.
I feel like he learned a good lesson with this movie.
I think so. Unfortunately, then maybe he becomes a little more hesitant to do the Punch Drunk Loves and the Rain Me's.
Yeah, when we're going to talk about it soon. But like he kind of stays away from movies that, like, the types of movies that don't make him a lot of money. Like, this movie was a bomb, so he doesn't want to make an action movie, like, again.
So that's something we didn't even consider. Yeah, maybe he didn't like to do these types of movies because they don't make him anything.
Yeah,
you know?
like Punch Drunk Love.
Maybe it is a monetary thing. Maybe it's not just an enjoying himself thing. Maybe money played in factor here, too. I'm not good here. I'm not going to make money here. I will make money here.
Yeah. And like making money hanging out with your friends, going on vacation, that's what making your money. Why would you not want to do that?
Exactly. And even though Happy Gilmore, even though the total gross is only $38 million, it's still like triple what the budget is.
That was a hit for him.
So that becomes a big success. Like that if he's a producer on that movie, or whoever his producer's finances were, they make a lot of money from that movie. So they want him to do it again. He wants to do more things like that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's maybe the thread at the moment now for this Adam Sandler. That's the current position on the through line in his career thus far. 5 movies in?
Yeah.
I think we're 5 movies in with Airheads.
Going Overboard.
Airheads. Billy Madison. Happy Gilmore. Bulletproof. 5 movies.
5 movies.
I can't believe it's only been 5 movies. It feels like so many more movies.
Well, we
have so many more movies to go through.
Yeah, no.
I may not make it through this.
No, you're gonna.
You may come in and you'll just see my mangled corpse with an Adam Sandler image just on my screen laughing at me.
No, you just have drawings of Adam Sandler like all over your room, and they're just quotes.
All
from
work
all
and
his
no
movies.
play make Jack and Jill a dull movie. That would be where he's everywhere, carved into walls. With the pen I used to take notes.
Yes.
So that'd be terrible.
Yeah. No.
All right, so I'm getting the wrap it up signal from Van Rensselaer.
Yeah.
We're going. Joe, do you have any final thoughts on this movie?
I wish this movie was just condensed down to the clip of I was almost going to call him Happy Gilmore of Adam Sandler just in the shower, which, I mean, just let him sing Whitney Houston.
That's all you need to do?
That's all I need. Make a movie about him wanting to become an opera singer. That's weird because... a little tangent right here. Mm-hmm. His character on SNL, the opera man...
Yeah.
SNL actors always use their characters to make... They're like one of their first movies. Like, can't think of his name right now. Shrek, Wayne's World...
Mike Myers.
He did Wayne's World.
He did the Wayne's World movie, yeah.
Then Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell did the Night at the Roxbury characters.
Yeah, they did make that movie.
Yeah.
They did indeed.
Dana Carvey, I think, right?
He was also in that.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Remember, it's Pat.
They did make that into a movie. What a weird one to make into a movie.
I just want to watch that just to feel so uncomfortable watching a movie and just never being able to... I want my hands tied down so I can't turn it off and just... Maybe
that movie needs to be 71 minutes. That's what that movie needs to be.
Why, is it long?
No, I don't know. I hope it is.
What if it's like 2 hours long?
Oh, come on. You barely get 5 minutes out of the thing. What are you going to do with 2 hours?
I just don't get it. Yeah, no. But they never... I like his singing. He's got a fun singing voice, and he should have done a weird character where he sings and he wants to be a singer. I feel like they could have done that for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because let him sing more Whitney Houston songs in his movies. What if he just wants to be? What if he wants to be instead of Jack and Jill, and he wants to do the drag thing? Also, Jack and Jill should have been called Gap Girls because him and David Spade are dressed up as women in that movie.
David Spade's in that movie too?
Yes.
Oh, David Spade.
Yeah.
You need a sandwich, do you?
You need a sandwich.
He's working. He's like, oh, well, I'll do the movie for a sandwich. Give me a sandwich. That's fine.
I don't understand that.
I need food, please.
He's doing Dickie Roberts.
Another one?
2. It's coming out on Crackle.
And Joe Dirt too.
Oh no! Sorry, not Dickie Roberts. Yeah,
Okay.
Straight Dirt. Sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Maybe,
Thank God there's only one
Dickie
sequel.
Roberts.
They don't need another Dickie Roberts. I remember watching it when it came out when I was in
me
7th
too.
grade and not minding it, but I don't need to see another one.
Yeah.
I think your story has been told.
I just feel bad because after Chris Farley passed away, he was kind of left holding the bag. He's like, well, I was the straight man in this comedy
Yeah,
duo.
I know.
What do I do
It's
now?
weird David Spade and Chris Farley became the comedy duo when it always felt like Adam Sandler and Chris Farley were way better friends.
Oh my God, I wish that was a movie that
David
happened.
Spade does okay though. He does he's on Just Shoot Me. He's okay on that.
He's fine.
He's on Rules. He's essentially the same
David
character
Spade.
on every show they put him on.
Yeah.
He's on Rules of Engagement. He was the same guy. Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Okay, yeah, so I want him to sing more Whitney Houston songs.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts?
Oh, that's people figure out what your movies are, and then write them. Do not add your 20 minutes of like prehistory, that stuff that you work to generate ideas, and then think that that's okay to put in your movie, because it's not. And stop trying to outsmart us movies, okay? Stop trying. You don't have to add a twist to everything. This could have just been a buddy movie about 2 people going on an odyssey.
So many twists.
And getting back home. Twists that you then undo and then redo and then add in new twists.
Also, a twist that you can see like a mile away.
Yeah, like stop it. You're either come off as extremely obscure and I don't know, distracting, or we know it right away and we look down on you for doing it. Just do a movie about 2 people doing some things. Figure out what you are first and then do it. And definitely make it a Ghost Cop movie next time, okay? Please?
Yes, please.
Ghost Cop movie. All right. Yeah, go on.
Just really quick, what if that's one of his Netflix for movie deal?
Ghost Cop?
Ghost Cop.
Ghost Cop.
And he reunites with Damon Wayans, but Damon Wayans has passed away.
Damon Wayans is a Ghost Cop.
Yes.
Well, I don't think he's a Ghost Cop. He's just a matador now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Because
he can't go back to the station because Adam Sandler wrongly convinced him to point a gun at his commanding officer. I'm glad they didn't whitewash that though and just say, "Oh, it's okay, you caught the bad guy, so come on back." At least they didn't play that card.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. So thank you all. Yes, Lev. We're wrapping up. Don't worry. So I am Patrick Skeyhill from QuixoticandI.com. You can check out our short films and our feature film that's there. We have some TV shows coming out soon. Of course, we have Joe Vekeman from the makers of Rubber Ducks. He makes some fine rubber ducks. You can put them in your tub. I think one of those Sesame Street Muppets enjoys doing that.
Can I get a real plug? When I have one, I don't have one. But
okay, well, I think the Rubber Ducks is a perfectly fine plug for all the rubber ducks you make.
Yeah, no, I don't make any rubber ducks.
Yes, you do.
Okay, maybe not.
Rubberduck.com, everyone. Look it up on your Google machines. Check it out. All right, and of course, our sponsor today was Polly Pockets. For if you want a giant bird to fit in your pocket, don't order Polly Pockets because it's actually toys for children. Thank you all for listening. We're doing Wedding Singer next time.
Yes.
Correct?
We're back on track.
Back on track, and we'll see you. Thanks again. Last time...
Your face is lighting up and I'm getting so excited.
Hey, welcome back everyone to What the Hell Happened to Him? Them? I'm going to start over again. You know what's weird? Every time I go to say what the hell, I want to say, welcome back to How Did This Get Made? I want to say that, and I have you've ruined me with the four episodes of a podcast I've seen.
It's a great podcast.
No, I don't know why that's stuck in my head now.